Well, hello. I'm back. It's a really hot day and it's just going to get hotter. And so I have windows open, so if you hear road noise, that's why. But it's a small town, so it shouldn't be too loud. Anywho, we're going to talk today about the Platinum Plaisir. Now, when I first got my Platinum Plaisir, I thought to myself, I have used this pen before. And it turns out the reason I felt that is because I've used a Platinum Preppy. Here's the difference. Platinum Plaisir has a metal-clad body. The Platinum Preppy has a plastic body. Same nib, same feed. Whoops, both snap caps. Same nib, same feed. I would not use the Platinum Plaisir as an eyedropper, just saying, because of the metal body. But other than that, really, aside from the metal body, they're the same. They even have inside the cap, there's that same springy piece that keeps the nib from drying out. So if you like the Platinum Preppy, you'll like the Platinum Plaisir. The Platinum Plaisir is just the same pen with a little bit better dressing on it. You can switch out the nib and feed and put in, well, they have some felt tip ends you could put on. Somewhere I picked up some rollerball tips, but I think those are the Noodler's ones. I put a cartridge converter in it. I'll just tell you, this is the standard Platinum converter. What disappointed me about it is I can't get a full fill on this pen. Now, not a big deal, because I kind of pay attention to the amount of ink I have, but still. It looks like it should have an ink window, and I think if I had a cartridge in it, there would be a slight ink window here, but using the converter, I've got a gold thing there, and just barely see ink in it. So, there is that. But a lot of the good things about the Platinum Preppy are good with this pen. It writes reliably, it does not dry out. Don't look for a lot of line variation. You can change your nib type, as I said. Now, that said, is it worth the premium to get the metal on it? Well, that's an aesthetic thing. It adds absolutely nothing to the function of the pen, so you're going to have to decide that. For me, I personally expected more when I bought the Platinum Plaisir, especially with that price, and I was a little disappointed when I got it. That said, I still write with it, I still use it, so it's not a bad pen. As I said good things when I reviewed the Platinum Preppy, but that doesn't make it a great pen. And when you're paying that kind of price, you're starting to expect more than a Platinum Preppy. Okay, so as far as size goes, I always compare to a Noodler's Conrad. Just about the same, capped. Uncapped. Looks like it's about ½ inch shorter than the Noodler's Conrad, and then posted. Posted, maybe ½ inch shorter than the Noodler's Conrad. Now, as I was posting it, I did happen to think of one other advantage of the Plaisir over the Platinum Preppy. Some of my Platinum Preppys have been guilty of cracking, especially the cap. With a metal cap, you're a lot less likely to have that. Now, $3.95 or $2.95, whatever a Platinum Preppy costs, it's not that big of a deal to me. So yeah, I guess we should have a better pen if it's metal. So, I hope that was useful, and we'll now do a writing sample so you can get an idea how this guy writes. I'm going to do my writing sample with the Platinum Plaisir. I have a medium nib in this pen, and as you can see, this is not a flex pen. If you've used the Platinum Preppy before, you know how the nib acts. You do get a little bit of line variation, but not a whole lot. So don't buy this pen if you're looking for line variation. Also, as I was filling it, I don't know if I mentioned this in the review, so I'll mention it here. You cannot get a full fill, which doesn't show up when I'm holding this horizontally. But the other thing you really have to watch out for is ink gets all over down here. There's a gap between the nib and the feed down near the bottom and this outer grip section that gets full of ink, which it's full of ink now. And it starts dripping on the paper, and you start thinking, oh my gosh, my pen is dripping everywhere. So the trick I learned is to hold it over a paper towel and kind of shake, not real hard, because you'll knock a lot of other ink loose, but just kind of shake it out of there, which I don't like having to do that. So I'll just be honest, this is not what I would consider a converter pen. One works with it if you wish to. I think the better option would be to refill cartridges with this pen, but that's just my opinion. We all know what my opinion's worth. Okay. So I'm going to do a writing sample. George Carlin kind of adapted this from Mark Twain, but I liked George Carlin's version of it a little bit better. So a little bit snarky and snide, but I gotta love George Carlin. Anyway, would I buy this pen again? Absolutely not. I just do not see the added value from having a metal body versus a plastic body. So, thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.